Hello, Nistas and Nistos. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. My name is SavingsFashionista. She is I and I am her, and you have arrived to Nistas Nation. And over here, we do mainly things fragrances. And today, you guys, we are going to talk about a fragrance that I have been wanting to talk about, and now is the time. So if you're interested in hearing about Prada Paradoxe, please stay tuned. Alright, so the fragrance that we are here to talk about today, you guys, is Prada Paradoxe. Comes packaged like this. Prada Paradoxe was a part of the Fall 2022 fragrance release. We had about 7 new fragrances to come out in fall of 2022. So Prada Paradoxe was a part of it. The Libre La Parfum was a part of it. The Burberry Elixir, it was a J'adore that was a part of it. And it was a few others. But I did get the Libre La Parfum. So if you want to check out my full dedicated review of that one, please go over there and click the card above and check out that fragrance review. And I purchased the Prada Paradoxe. So let's just get right into it. The packaging, it's everything. It was just so epic, so iconic. It was just so couture, in my opinion. It was just Prada. It really fit the description of what I consider the designer Prada to be. So the fragrance, of course, you have to lay it on its side like this because you cannot sit it like that, and it did not come with any type of holder. This is the 30 ml 1.0 full ounce bottle. And the fragrance notes in this fragrance are neroli, amber, and musk. And it's a really nice fragrance. I really like the fragrance. It is a super girly, sweet type of fragrance. But let's just get really deep into what most people come to talk about. Most people want to know, what is the performance like? So, the season that I think that this fragrance was, initially I thought that it was more befitting for the spring and summer. And even when I got it during the time of the year that I got it, it's still really warm in my town. So I was like, this is not doing anything for me in warm weather. But the fragrance reminded me of a warmer climate. So I've changed my mind on that. I now think that the fragrance is a year-round fragrance, and it could also be a signature scent, in my opinion. The longevity of the fragrance, when I initially got it, it was so disappointing. The fragrance only lasted on my skin for about an hour. 1 hour. And when I say longevity, I could not smell it on my plus points or in my clothes. I'm just like, this is not good. Now, you guys, the longevity has increased to about 6 hours. I don't really know why the fragrance performance has changed. I talked about this in my last video, and we're going to talk about it a little bit more in this video. But let's just continue on with the projection. The projection, my description of projection is, how long does the fragrance just project? How long can I smell the fragrance without making any skin to nose or skin to cloth contact? When I first got this fragrance, maybe a good 10 minutes. On a good day, you know, if your sinuses are very, very clear, you might get 15. So that was very disheartening. Very, very disheartening. I'm like, what is this? So now you get about an hour to 2 hours. I would say an hour and a half at best. So you get about an hour and a half of the fragrance just projecting. And I think that that's relatively good, you know, because I've always thought that I tend to get more compliments when I don't smell myself. But the compliments are not important to me, but I just think a projection of about an hour, that's cool. I like it. I still think in my head, or I know that I'm still smelling good. Because once I make that skin to nose or skin to clothes, I can smell the fragrance. The gender profile, of course, is for women. The fragrance class, this is definitely an amber floral fragrance. The brand class, designer. Prada is a designer brand. This is not considered to be a niche brand. And the versatility, I just think that this could possibly be a signature scent. And you could wear it just about anywhere. Work, church, out to dinner, out to brunch. It could be an everyday fragrance, honestly. So what I'm thinking either happened with this fragrance, it was one or two things. This is a fragrance that have notes in it that just performs better when it's cooler, or it had to go through the maceration process that I talked about on the Black Opium that I did a review of on my last fragrance video. And if you haven't checked that one out, please go and check out the Black Opium. It's a La Parfum too. Check that video out as well. So I think that it was either the maceration process. I won't know whether or not it was just the maceration or it just doesn't wear well in those type of seasons until the spring and the summer come. But you guys, this fragrance, it is so good. I've always thought that it was good. I love the way that it smells. It is a super girly fragrance. I do think that this is a male attractive fragrance, meaning that this is a fragrance that a male would love to smell on his female partner. It's a sweet, tarty. It has that floral balance in it with that amber and that musk. It is just a really nice fragrance. I don't think that it's a skin scent. Initially, I could have easily said that because it had no lasting power. But I don't think that this is a skin scent, although it has musk in it. But it's definitely not a skin scent in my opinion. I think if it's applied the proper way and if it's worn in the right season, I'm just going to say that, but let's put a pin in it because I'm not really sure. I'm just basing my enjoyable experience in the winter months because here recently, since I've been wearing it in the winter season, I have really enjoyed it. And like I said, it could have been the maceration that it needed to go through the oxidation process and let the oils permeate throughout the fragrance. I'm not really sure. I will only be able to judge that when I wear it in the spring or the summer to see if it's still giving me the performance that it has been giving me over the past couple months. So I'm hoping that's what it is. It's a good fragrance, you guys. I would definitely consider this as a sweet, man-attracting fragrance. Like I said, this could very well be a date night fragrance. It could very well be anytime you want to wear a fragrance. I really try hard not to say that because I don't really get off into that because I wear what I want to wear when I want to wear. I hear people put tags and labels and stuff on it, and I get it sometime with some fragrances, but most of my fragrances, in my mind, I just feel like it is what it is whenever it is. That's just the way I feel about my fragrances. But if I had to put a label or tag on it, I could definitely see this being a date night fragrance because it does give you that sweet, inviting, extremely girly, overly feminine type of vibe. It is really nice. Never at all would I consider this to be a unisex, and they don't classify it as a unisex fragrance. It's not. This is all female. So I am truly enjoying this. I only got the 1 ounce, and when I initially got it, I was glad that I had only got the 1 ounce because of the way that it performed. But now I'm wishing that I had gotten a larger size because I really am enjoying this. I really like this. Like I said, this could definitely be a signature everyday fragrance. And it's going to make a couple of my fragrance lists, some of my upcoming fragrance lists that I want to share with you guys. Prada Paradoxe will definitely be a part of it. So I like everything about it. The packaging, it is very fashion forward and iconic, and I'm loving the fragrance. So that's all I have to share with you guys about Prada Paradoxe. If you have gotten this fragrance or experienced it, please let me know what you think about it. If you notice a difference between when you initially bought it, if it was warmer in your town, and testing it or wearing it now, how you feel about it. See, it's still projecting off of this little fragrance strip. It's still projecting. This was not happening when I first got this fragrance. Oh, it is so good. So again, you guys, this is Prada Paradoxe. Thank you again for coming back to the channel. And do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.